What's the name?
Emmanuel.
Okay, so I've spoken to so many Arsenal fans, but they are saying something. They said we are good this season, but I want to ask you, if you want to compete with this Pep Guardiola team, 28 wins, 89 points, if you are Arteta, how will you challenge him? What will you do differently next season?
In all honesty, from this season, we can see how sublime Man City has been. For Jurgen Klopp to have chased him for 9 seasons, that's like a lot. For a coach that is that experienced, to have done that 9 seasons, to even have hit 91 and 92 points in 2 seasons and couldn't win the league, that's the level at which we are dealing with. So if I was Arteta, truth be told, I would just have to go for a striker, because Haaland is literally like the difference in that team. It's like the icing on the cake. So if I was Arteta, I would go for a Victor Gyökeres or an Alexander Isak of Newcastle, because you can see that Normal City, it's not just individuality alone, they have it across the field. The experience, the know-how, the flair, everything, the class, it's there. So that's the level we need to get to, and I know the team is already at a level where we just need a couple of players, 1 or 2 players, to just get to that level. And consistency is also key, because you can see what Man City have done. I think in 6 months they've not lost a game in 6 months. With Rodri in the team, they've not lost for over 50-something games. That's the level and the class we're talking about. So for Arteta, he needs to look into this team and pick a striker, go for a striker that will take this team to the next level. Then probably a midfielder also to just strengthen the midfield.
Before I let you go, before the game against West Ham, Pep said he's not going from the Premier League. He's staying to next season. Is it a worry for you as an Arsenal fan?
In all honesty, it's not a worry. I feel like I'm even very happy, considering the fact that I know where Arsenal came from years ago. We're at Wenger's era where mediocrity was written all over the club. So I'm glad and I'm proud that we've gotten to this level where we're not just competing against Man City. We took them to the last day of the season. Even if rival fans will see it as banter, but to me it's progress. So I feel like 2025, whenever he wants to leave, I feel like it's enough for Arteta to push him and get the best out of himself and his own players, if I'm being honest.
Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you.
So what's the name?
My name is Eichmann.
So I want you to rant about this season. You can do it anyhow. What went wrong? Are you happy? Are you sad? What went wrong this season?
Okay, the truth is that I'm happy, right? Compared to last season, as an Arsenal fan, I think we did better compared to last season. Last season, if I could remember correctly, we ended with 84 points, and today see where we are. So it's quite unfortunate. The game against Aston Villa was our undoing. If we had won that game, most likely the story would have been different today. But then again, in summary, I'm very impressed with Arsenal. It's a progress. We've done well. Arteta has done well with the boys, and there's chance to clinch the trophy next season. I'm very optimistic about that. So in summary, Arsenal has done really well. I'm impressed. Truly, I'm happy.
Okay, let me ask you, before the game against West Ham, Pep said he's staying. So if you are Arteta now, how do you strengthen your team, knowing fully well that 28 wins is not enough, 89 points is not enough, against a Pep who is staying for next season?
Okay, the truth is that I think we need to buy more players. Arsenal need to just take the bull by the horn and get some more players. We need very formidable strikers and a couple of midfield players, right? I think if we do this, the team will be strengthened. Even if Pep stays, we are equal to give them a good run for their money. So if we get some more strikers in front, we're good to go for next season. Trust me.
So you believe Arsenal is going to challenge for the title next season?
Absolutely. 1 or 2 players, 3 players in short. For next season, we're good to challenge Pep to the core. Next season is for Arsenal to take.
Thank you for your time. What's
Kenny.
Kenny, I want you to rant, about this season. Are you unhappy? Are you sad? What's going through your mind? What went wrong? Where did Arsenal miss out? I want you to just rant.
Thank you. It's all ranting. I appreciate the whole team. Arteta has done a great job. The whole team is fantastic. They are awesome. They've done something marvelous. And this is one season in a long while we've been competing. Every other season we've just been bottling and probably making up the numbers. So I'm not going to rant. I'm going to appreciate the team rather. They have done fantastically well this evening.
Okay, let's look at next season. 28 goals, 28 games, 28 wins this season. How do you master? Because Pep said he's staying next season. So you guys won 28 games this season. How do you? Which department are you going to strengthen next season to at least maybe get more than 28 wins next season?
Yeah, it's obvious that we need a striker. We need a striker, probably a point man on that attack. And I think every other person just needs a replacement. And I think Arteta needs to trust the bench enough, because the bench has been redundant this season. They have been just there and they are not doing anything. The likes of Smith Rowe, Vieira, Cedric, Elneny. So we need them to just go and so we can have a bench, because it's clear that Man City won with their fringe players, and if we can do that next season, I think we'll be better. So I think we should get more players in all the departments so that we can get substitute for like someone like Saka. Saka needs a cover for.
So believe us now, we challenge for the title next season as well.
Definitely, we're going for the title next season, and they should expect us stronger.
So what's the name?
Yeah, my name is Jimmy.
Jimmy, I want you to rant about this season. What went wrong? Are you happy? Are you sad? What really went wrong this season for Arsenal?
Okay, I'll just talk about it. Like, we look at the good thing, the bad, and the ugly. I think from the ugly, we look at the Fulham loss, we look at the West Ham loss, we look at the Aston Villa loss. So the good thing is, look at 2024 alone, we only lost one game and we drew one, which was Man City. So that Dubai break was really pivotal, and it helped the game still bring confidence back into the team. You would have to give it to them that the good thing is that we broke the team's record for the most win in a season. I think it was 26 or 27, I'm not sure. Now it's 28. So that's history on its own, but that's not enough to win a title. It shows you the level of the team you are competing against in the like of Man City. It just shows you how you have to build a team, and how you must have money to build your squad, and now you have to give it to Pep too for the way he built the team. You wouldn't know Mahrez is missing in this team, and you know what Mahrez was. In Mahrez now you have Foden, so he has the resources to build the team. The bad thing was the run of game, the form that we lost. The bad thing was we couldn't compete in terms of personnel and the squad depth that we have. The injury to Timber earlier on in the season, and I must mention, talk about the experiment with Havertz. At the point he was starting as a left central midfielder, which kind of affected the team in the way the team dynamism. And we all agreed that when it was 2024, Havertz is best used as a central forward. But all those times that he was experimenting, that thing also affected the team. So all good and fine, but I will have to appreciate the progress the team has made. You won't doubt the team. You won't. 3 seasons ago, we were pushing for top 4. Last season, we pushed for the title, but we fell off about 3 games to go, 3 or 4 games to go. But this season, we pushed to the end. We lost 1 game in just 2024. Just show that you have to give it to Pepper. It's a pretty much good win for Man City. You push them out to the last day, and it's like we say, we'll go again next season. But what we skip for Arsenal is to address what will show us is what we do in the transfer window. The key roles to prioritize, because I will take you back. I don't know. I feel the left-hand side of the pitch for Arsenal this season was not that what we saw 2 seasons ago when we had Xhaka and Martinelli causing menace for defender, but now it's shifted to Odegaard, Saka and Ben White. So you also have threat all over the field like Man City does. Left hand they can punish you with Foden cutting in, right hand they have Doku cutting in. So it's just so that for you to level up and compete with a team like Man City, you have to be a threat all around the pitch. Your defenders can score. At the point, Gabriel was scoring goals. So you just have to sit back and see that. I just appreciate Pep for how he has built the team. So it's a wrap for the season. We'll see what the current case we do in the transfer window, but we need just key signings, 2 to 3 signings. Then we'll push again. It can only go. We can only go higher. We can only go higher for the team as a whole, but somewhat disappointed, but we'll go again.
Well, let me ask you before you go. Before the West Ham game, Pep said he's staying in the Premier League. Is it a worry for you as an Arsenal fan?
PL should look at he has the right to sign the contract, he has the right to stay, but just know that we need to up our game as competitors, because it shows you the dominance. You won't believe that Pep was trying to sign Declan Rice. Imagine a Declan Rice and a Rodri. Just because of that, 2 seasons is gone because when you have Declan Rice and Rodri in the same team. So it just show you that number 1, they should go and push for those 155 charges. Premier League should go and push for it for financial fair play rules. He broke it. They should go and investigate and see what will come out of that. And him signing is not a worry, because it just shows that another competitor is there. They will obviously go for the league next season. you won't say injury should happen. Injury doesn't really affect Man City like that because they have quality all over the pitch. And it's going to he too also have the transfer window to strengthen his team, which you will be doing. So bring it on. All of us should wake up. Liverpool, Klopp is leaving. Who again? Man City, can they wake up? So you just look at it, who is going to compete with Pep based on the run of forms that we have this season. Tottenham, just the injury can crumble the whole team dynamic. So Arsenal, we have transfer window before we even make, because you can't take this set of players to compete with Pep, I'm sorry to say, next season. So bring it on, let's see what he brings to
Thank you. So what's the name?
My name is Joshua.
Joshua. We've talked to so many fans, but I want to, from your own point of view, they say from your own POV, what went wrong this season for Arsenal?
I don't think we had much things that went wrong. I think it was just a case of a club side that's maturing. I think we are still trying to mature as City. City are a very mature side. We are still struggling to convert our chances fully. I think we actually had a good run throughout the new year, but I think we can do better next season actually.
Okay, now we see that 28 wins is not enough. 89 points is not enough. If you are Arteta, what will you do differently next season to compete with Pep Guardiola?
I don't think there's anything to do differently aside strengthening up the bench. I felt like we didn't rotate enough. I felt like at some point we were beginning to look heavy around November, December rather. So I think maybe in future times we should take every game as a final, and I think we can do better next season. I'm confident to win the league next season.
So do you have any player in your head that you can buy that will strengthen Arsenal for next season?
Next season, I think we basically need an LCM and also a striker too. So for me, an LCM I would go for, currently now, I think the client is doing the job very well. But I think if we replace Partey with Bruno Guimaraes, I think that works. Also for a striker, I think Sesko is actually a good shout out.
Thank you for your time. So what's the name? Abdul. So I want to ask you about the season review. But I want to ask you this, 28 wins, 89 points, was 16 enough for Arsenal to win the title? If you are Arteta, what will you be doing differently next season?
Honestly, I think we should get from what's it called position. That's Zinchenko's position. The lack of timber earlier this season cost us a lot during the season. So now that he's back, we hopefully that all the team squad would be fit for the whole season. Thomas Partey coming in at the end of the season really helped our season. Had he been available from the beginning of the season, it would have been a different talk. Because when Thomas Partey is there, we attack more. The boys have less job to do at defending when Thomas Partey is there. With Thomas Partey's absence, Bukayo Saka, Martinelli, they are flanked, they comes back to defense well. That's why Bukayo Saka is not even getting his flowers. Bukayo Saka is a better player than his likes is being compared to. You understand? But because of that defensive job he's doing, and Odegaard taking his credit also. Odegaard is taking Bukayo Saka's credit. To me, my own point of view, Saka is not living to his potential under Arteta when we defend. But when Partey is there, we attack more. So Bukayo Saka gets to play the way he wants. You understand? So I think we need to get Partey's replacement or get Partey out of the team. You understand? We are too reliant on Partey. Again, it cost us again. Like we were dependent on Saliba last season. Saliba got injured and our season ended. So this season also, we did not plan of Partey's absence. Rice was meant to play 8 to be moving forward, but because of Partey's absence, Rice was now playing 6. You understand? But Jorginho coming on to help him. Jorginho is not good defensively. You understand? We all know that. But this Arsenal team, we need a 6 like Rodri. So that's Rice's example. You understand? So we were playing Havertz at 8. You understand? Havertz is better at the top 9 with what he has contributed to this season. Havertz is good at top 9. So me as an Arteta next season, I'll look for how to not be reliant on Thomas Partey too much. You understand? By bringing the likes of, there's this player Ousmane Diomande of Ivory Coast playing for Sporting. That guy is a very good player. And the likes of Onana at Everton, they will do more. Rice will get to drive the ball and we attack more. Why those ones will defend? You understand? That's what I think should happen. Every other thing is okay in Arsenal's team.
before the game, Ateta said he's not leaving. That he's staying till next season. As an Arsenal fan, are you worried about his staying at the Premier League?
I really want Ateta to sign a long life contract in Arsenal. Ateta is not going anywhere. Ateta changed the way we see football. You understand? We were in the trenches for a long time. We have been competing for this. I think last season and this season we haven't taken second position in 17 years, just once. I think 2015 when Leicester won the league, Arsenal came second.